Okay.
Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to the AusNS2 Draft Tournament Finals. Very exciting to be here, and we're very fortunate today to have a very special guest caster, Feather Monster, all the way from California, USA. Welcome.
Yeah, hello. I apologize if, I missed some action here. This is my first real time actually casting. So, fingers crossed I do a good job and glad to be here.
Yeah, no worries. At least you can actually cast, unlike 99% of our nation. So thanks for helping us out.
Well, we'll see how it goes here.
Indeed. All right. So, just setting everything up here, guys. The finals is going to be between VAC band and participation award. This has been going over the course of 2 weeks. This draft tournament. So basically, the idea was everyone chucked their names in a big giant hat, and we had these teams put themselves together from about 8 captains choosing players. And these are the two teams that came out on top in the tournament. So tonight will be a best of 5 with these two teams, and first map is Summit, and we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. All right, so we've got aliens spawning down in sub access with the Marines spawning up in atrium. Quick armory drop for the Marines with a 4-man power build, and it looks like a 3-2 split here from the aliens. The 3-man now going to reactor core. Captain's going to push up to Glass Hoy, lane block in that position. Visor going in for an early pick, does take a bit of chip damage there. And we see instant sisting into Crossroads. It's very aggressive early sisting there. With a bit of a fast build now from Part A in Reactor Core. First race point dropped in Comp Lab for the aliens. Neza the Gorge building up that Gorge tunnel there as well with the whip. So that will be quite hard for the Marines to push in early. So we have 3 aliens now engaging Crossroads. Outsider getting on 4% there against Capsnip. And Lycurgus and Reaps now pushing into flight control. Possibly just to cap that now. As we see the third node going up for aliens in ventilation. So, pretty eventless start here for both teams. Just a few early picks and no really early res pressure or anything like that. So, both teams just taking their time and getting used to each other here.
And I believe there may be something wrong with my sound here. It sounds pretty quiet, at least to me, so I'll have to check that at some point, but obviously not right now.
Indeed, this wouldn't be an NS2 stream without technical issues, so everything is right in that sense. As we see
Oops.
Lucas and Jimmy Mosquito now pushing into Crossroads, warped on the ceiling. I can't actually see him. And Neza the Gorge here, spitting down like Kurgis just outside Complab. He's going to have to retreat, getting quite low there. Warp's doing a really good job of keeping these two Marines in Crossroads locked up, and they haven't built the Resno there, so he's bought quite a bit of time there. As Neza charging into flight control here, might actually go down. Like Kurgis doing really well here, but the Gorge and the Skulk combo just proving too great for him to handle. And Aliens electing to go Crag Hive first as well. No real tech from the Marines yet at 2 minutes 30. Mines have gone out, and Kurt is going down to a mine now outside of Reactor Core. Good pressure here though from Jimmy and Lucas into ventilation. They need to get this res down, but unfortunately there is just so much stuff here. The Whip and the Crag doing a lot of work here. But Aliens coming in now one by one. Oh, and the Whip getting a kill. Scorpion's Whip taking out Lucas. Getting a little bit too close there. So 1 Marine down, but 2 are left. And the aliens will have to respond to this, otherwise they will lose one of their natural res points. Crag does go down, and Capsnip And Jimmy, you probably need to go back here as Nez of the Gorge with 2 skulks. Nice clean up there by the aliens. Meanwhile, over here in flight control, Lycurgus and Reaps doing a lot of damage on this Crag and Whip. Outsider getting a good pick there on Reaps, but going down to Lycurgus. And Lucas taking out 1 skulk in glass hallway there, the other retreating to data core. So the res situation at the moment, not looking too good for the Marines. On 4 RTs, the aliens on 3. So aliens are pretty much where they need to be right now in the game. Marines, obviously, 5 RTs would be in much better position, but they're still ahead in terms of res. The shotguns and phase tech now coming up, so they want to assert their control somewhere, probably in an aggressive phase gate position to get back into this game a little bit more. And Visor up as a lurk now, as well as Outsider. Warp's getting a good pick there in Datacore on Lucas. Nez of the Gorge hugging outside of the lurk, and nice clean up there by the lurks. And they will assist into Datacore and take that room. And Outsider and Visor here doing it nicely in Crossroads, cleaning up. But 2 Marines now pushing into Comp Lab. The Whip is on half. They're waiting around. Not sure why they're waiting around. They're just going to take bile bomb damage from that Whip. It's never a good thing. And the Whip does go down, so hopefully they can work on this res now. But Outsider coming in from behind. And the alien pack is just all over these Marines. Marines have not been able to push into any of these rooms. And Armor 1 just coming out now for the Marines at 5 minutes 15, so not an ideal place you want to be as Marines. You want to be dictating play, and you want to be keeping the alien res under control, which at the moment 4 nodes is not. So VB doing a really good job here of controlling the pace of the game, as these lurks doing good spike damage on these Marines just outside Comp Lab. Lucas working on that Comp Lab res node. He's going to have to be careful though, as Nez of the Gorge pushing up with Outsider. 3 Marines in cross as well. And a good clear in Comp Lab there. Phase gate going up in Crossroads. So we'll see pretty standard phase gate here, if it actually does go up. VB doing such a good job of clearing out these Marines. Visor getting away with about 30% there. And unfortunately, Part 8 not being able to hold the map. So that phase gate will go down in cross. And none of these res nodes have actually gone down for the aliens. So not looking too good here for Part A. Or Participation Award. Big engagement here in Crossroads. 4 Marines pushing in. They desperately want to get this phase gate back up. Nez is somehow staying alive against Lucas there, just getting the edge in the end. And 3 RTs now, 4 Marines, so not looking too good for Participation Award. Some Marines desperately need to reassert themselves now, get some of their alien res down, and recap their res. So they're sending 3 to flight, which is an interesting move. Not necessarily necessary, I guess, but Lucas on recap in reactor core. He's going to encounter Nez and Visor. Alien's doing a really good job of sticking in pairs or more, so that any recapper is going to have a lot of trouble recapping their res. But now these 3-mans, they didn't actually cap flight control. They pushed straight into Comp Lab, but the fade is up with Kerr and Warped. But they get quite low, so Participation Award doing quite well to fend off those fades, but unfortunately themselves all are on about 56%. And again, the alien pack will just clean that up quite nicely. Outsider there getting away on 23%. Virus as well, 23%. So these lurks playing pretty aggressively at the moment. They haven't really felt the need to play defensively. These Marines just haven't been winning these engagements outside of Crossroads. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a lot of direction from the Marines at the moment. They sort of just stick around Crossroads, which is kind of what you don't want to do. As much as Crossroad is a really good phase gate point on this map, if you're too complacent and just defending the gate, you don't put any pressure on the alien res, and unfortunately, this game is all about res. Flight control node going up now for the 5th alien harvester. Kerr and Nez are doing work in Crevice. Nez are going down, but Kerr will back out, and it's looking pretty grim here for participation award. They do not have too much res to play with at the moment. They are getting armor 2. They do have 1-1 at the moment, but unfortunately, alien res game at the moment just a little bit too out of control. And the alien team having plenty of res to play with as well. 55 T-res at the moment, so they can drop a whole heap of whips and crags, and they will get on this gate and cross. It will go down, and surely that looks like a GG. So unless participation award can somehow get some lifeform kills right now, get some of those fades down, it's going to be a really uphill battle for them. They're going to be struggling to hold their naturals.
There are, however, 3 going into data core here, so we'll see what they do with that. Not that there is exactly much there for them.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need to do though. At this point in time, just get that Gorge Tunnel down, get those whips out of there, start taking a little bit more map control and bring the aliens to them. So that's what these lurks are doing right now. They can get one of these lurks down, they might be in a better spot. And unfortunately that pack just too strong at the moment. LMG's not gonna have too much of a good time against two lurks and fades like that. So Jimmy and Reaps now trying to push into flight control here. And the Marines actually do have quite a bit of P-res, you're right, Zim. So it's not all over for Marines. If they play this right and get some of these life forms down, they can still be in this game.
There they go into data core again. Gotta get a gate up,
Yep.
it looks like.
Oh, and Visor!
Oh,
What are you
lurk
doing,
down.
Visor? Unfortunately, Visor going down there. I laugh because I was in his team last season and we saw many of those deaths, which is unfortunate.
And
Kerr
the gate
now
is
getting
up.
away. Yes, and the gate is up, so good Marine pressure here. Hopefully they can take this room. But if aliens are smart, they'll get straight on the Marine res now, taking out Reactor Core and Crevice, which is exactly what Outsider is doing.
And there are also 2
Meanwhile,
pushing in flight.
Indeed, and Kerr desperately trying to defend against Reaps and Jimmy here. Land a swipe, guys. Come on. So they do clear them out of flight control. But it looks like they will clean up in data core, these Marines. And something just got cancelled for 30 res, so I think all those weapons too. Yeah, and they'll probably drop the data node now. Push into vent. Aliens, however, capping Crossroads, so they are still on 5 RTs. We don't have any on-us coming up anywhere or anytime soon. But the way this game's being played at the moment, they probably don't need that on us. Big pack of aliens outside in pipe junction here. Taking out Lucas, they're going to get straight on the gate. Kurt needs to be careful, he's on 48%. As Jimmy and Capsit coming up behind, will they get a fade kill here? They've got to be very careful, these fades. Outsider getting away there on 48%. The gate does go down. And Outsider getting a good spike kill on Lucas. 3 Marines now left in data core. But look at this map. About 2/3 of this map is covered in infestation. That's never a pretty sight for a Marine team. So what do you think, Feather? Do you think participation award can come back from this? It's looking a little bit grim at the moment.
Yeah, they'll have to get some life form kills, that's for sure. More than just the one lurk. But as it is, well, they can keep playing and see if they get lucky.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that VB don't have any on-osses coming up soon, if they can get these life forms down, they'll have a really short window to get another phase gate on the other side of the map, take down the alien res down to 3 or 2, and be really aggressive. But Visor on 50 res now, Outsider on 43, so they do have options. So
We have a push here down in sub. With 3 of them, it looks like here. Oh,
yeah,
4, sorry.
Push, one hiding in the corner there, but they're all shooting different targets, which is kind of defeats the point of this push. Meanwhile, Outsider and Kerr working on the arms lab in Atrium. Epic Wink has hopped out of the chair.
There go some of the shells. 2 down.
And third shell going down just then as well. So Marines doing actually a really good job here of holding out in sub access. Oh, but unfortunately Kirk coming in at the last second there. And they probably will clean up. Outsider getting so low! And Kerr will probably clean up Lycurgus as well. Oh, Lycurgus getting a nice meat shot there, but unfortunately it's too many aliens to deal with. But Marines, no, not doing too badly. 32 T-res at the moment and getting crevice back up. But the aliens probably will go for a cross-red third hive soon enough, and that is something you never want to see, that third hive getting up. It is nearly impossible to deal with that and put enough res pressure on at the same time. That hive hasn't been healed. It's on 66% in sub. If they go for this hive, they can get back in this game. Those shells are regrowing as well. But unfortunately, this data core gate now will go down to this alien pack. 2 Marines sitting in reactor core. Pretty unnecessary having 2 recapping at this point in time. And the alien swarm in reactor core, cleaning up Jimmy there. And now Visor working on the obs, and these 2 fades working on the IPs now. They're going to be careful of the mines next to them, but Jimmy getting thrown across the room. But like Lycurgus and Capsit working on the upgrades down in sub-access, so a little bit of a base trade there. As Warped cleans up. I don't know what I'm looking at the moment. It's all a bit random.
Yeah, they probably would have had more of a chance down there in sub if the last 2 that had wandered in there had done something together. One of them wandered off after a drifter instead of either taking down the shells or going towards the hive.
Yeah. And yes, look at that. Visor has gone on us in sub, so This ONOS is going to give the alien team a little bit more pushing power here so that they can clear these rooms and hold them a little bit better. And he is going to Crossroads. Probably going to do a push on either Crevice or Reactor Core.
Looks like they're trying to get the gate and data back up. However, Outsider is on the other side of the room trying to make it difficult.
Indeed, and like Hogus, if he's got a shotgun out, he's got to be careful here. As the pack again. These aliens relentless with their pack. They do not want to concede any map control to Participation Award. Meanwhile, 3 Marines in Crossroads. Again, you know, having the crags there, the whips around, it's just so much time and effort to clear these rooms when you've got that many environmental structures. It just gives time for your fades and your lurks to get across the map, do what they need to do, and react accordingly. Nanotech just completed with Weapons 2 nearly done as well. Don't know what Nanoshield's going to do against any of these life forms, but we will see. Anything is possible. Visor playing with Lycurgus now. And Warp just taking him out in Pipe Junction there. 3 Marines now coming Crevice side, but unfortunately that's going to leave open the other side of the map, which means one of these naturals is going to go down eventually. And at this point in time, it's just basically waiting for the inevitable, I feel. These aliens just doing such great work with their life forms, staying alive, staying together as a pack. That was been really important this game. Not conceding any map control simply because they've played in packs. With a, oh, look at this sneaky phase gate going up in flight control. I like that. It's a really nice last-ditch effort, but fortunately, here comes the cavalry. Visor coming in now, cleaning out. The Fade's doing a nice job here, cleaning out the Marines at the back. And that power will go down. That phase gate will be inoperable. And another ONOS egg in flight control. Surely that will be the nail in the coffin, so to speak. So with 2 on-eye and 3 fades.
Neza got very low right there, but didn't quite have enough to get him, and there's the GG.
So there we go. Participation Award just losing out there with VB taking out the first round in the draft tournament finals. Yeah. Warped and Kerr both on 59 res as well, so they would have had a potential 4 on us there.
And some mines.
Wow.
Well then.
Mine stack. Nezafade goes down to a mine stack. That's always funny saying that. Alright, so round 1.
Oh, all right.
A bit interesting.
I'm going to take a moment though and see if I could figure out what was up with my sound, because as I said, it sounded kind of weird, that one.
Yeah,
It seemed like it was kind of low. I don't know whether it decided to reroute to my speakers and I just can't hear it that well through my headset or what, but I'll take a look at that while they set up.
Alright, folks. You just joined us. Welcome to the cast of the AusNS2 Draft Tournament Finals. I'm joined here by Feather Monster, who's kindly casting for us from the USA.
Hello.
And yeah, so pretty expected first round. I thought VB having the strongest team, and not a bad effort from participation award, but unfortunately they just didn't get down any of that alien res early in the game. So having those 4 nodes up, the aliens just were able to steam ahead, get their life forms up, fades coming out at really nice and early, so they were able to control the map. So Feather Monster, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you playing in a team at the moment in the North American scene?
Yeah, I just ended up joining up with what's currently called Work in Progress. Whether or not it actually remains called that or not is up for debate. But I joined up with them probably about a week or so ago, and we're going to be having our first real game in the Custom Map Cup tomorrow. However, of course, to start things off, who are we playing against for their first team? Imagine. That'll be
great
amusing.
That will be fun and hard.
Yeah, pretty much that. But hey, it's all good practice.
Indeed, and then some of those custom map are actually quite good. Those maps, Kodiak, Cage, Jambi, they're all really decent maps. Kodiak, unfortunately, not as good as Caged and some of the other ones. It's a very pretty map, but unfortunately,
Yes, it's definitely a very pretty map. I approve of the prettiness, but that's I haven't played enough on it to have much of another opinion besides that.
Yeah, initial playthroughs just it doesn't really work on a 6v6 environment. There are some issues with pathing and res node distances and stuff like that, but you know that's all stuff that can hopefully get that's why people have these custom map cups, so people can work out what's wrong with the maps and fix them up, and that's what happened with Jambi and Cage, and now they're pretty good maps. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go. I'm also curious how Eclipse is going to play, just because yeah, there was the big deal of how that was, recreated, and
yeah,
I'm curious how that'll go. But I think that's one of the later ones I can play on. So yeah.
yeah, Eclipse, it's a tricky one. Like, I want it to be good, but it's just one of those maps at the moment that it needs a little bit of work in terms of whether that's widening a few corridors here and there, moving a few res nodes or whatever. It just doesn't seem to work as well as some of these other maps. But we'll see. Anything's possible, and hopefully it does get a little bit of tweaking so that it can be played in the competitive roster.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a few more maps in rotation, so it isn't just cycling through Tram, Summit, Vale over and over again
Summit,
for the end of time.
Yeah, it gets a bit tedious. Alright, folks, so we're just waiting on, I think, the alien team at the moment, which is participation award, so they're probably working out how they can get back, and there it is, 15 seconds to go. We'll be going live. What do you reckon, Feather? We're going to see a big comeback here from the alien team?
Well, I would have more of an opinion if I knew either of the teams. Since you guys stream at such crazy times for me, I haven't, had much of a chance.
That is true. Alrighty, and Marines starting off in data core with the aliens in flight. Got a 4-1 split from the aliens with a 3-2 from the Marines. Com will build, it looks like, for the Marines as well. So pretty aggressive start from VB. And we've got first engagement here and in maintenance. Oh, Luke is getting a nice parasite kill.
Oh,
there.
very nice, Neza.
Wow. 3-man kill there. What a beast. As Lucas now
just waiting.
Hugging that. He might actually get the pick here. He needs to be careful. He's quite low though. Neza has a suspicion. But he will move down to sub, it looks like. And Alien's doing a fast cap on both the raise points. So Crevice and Complab going up. There's taking out Reaps in sub-access there with Lucas and Lycurgus now pushing into data core outside of We'll See Them. Unfortunately, this probably won't do anything. Com is out of the chair as well. Neza coming back. They want to make sure that this isn't a base rush. They don't want to lose this early. So they're just playing it safe at the moment. Which is, I think that actually works kind of in Participation Award's favor. The Marines haven't fast capped. They haven't done any early res pressure, so it kind of just evens out a little bit here. Oh, Nez is about to get packed down in ventilation system here. Getting 3 of them low, wow.
Yeah, Outsider might be able to go in there and clean it up if he pushes in. But it doesn't look that way. He's gonna stay back.
Visor, where is Visor? Is he fallen down? No, he's just gone back into Crossroad. So, pretty slow res game here. 3 versus 3 RTs, but pressure here from Curran warped in crevice. Really good pressure. Luke's struggling to deal with it at the moment, and this Harvester probably will go down. And it does go down. Good pressure from the Marines. Visor doing a good job here of lane blocking in Crossroads. Getting a lot of chip damage on these skulks, so they will not be able to engage him. Kerr and Luke is playing with each other in crevice. And Kerr winning out in that battle, and all of a sudden you just get the feeling that Marines are really on top of this game. They've got the pressure where they need it. They're controlling all or most of the lanes. Visor pushing the comp lab there, getting taken out by the alien pack. And outside of Nez, they're going to have company here. Jimmy doing a nice gliding swoop into sub-access, but these Marines grouping up now. There's an outsider doing a really aggressive push here against this pack. The right idea, taking that lurk out of the equation, but they do lose a Marine as a result. Meanwhile, Kerr has capped crevice by himself. All of a sudden, Marines on 5 RT to the aliens 2. This is the perfect position you want to be in. So shotguns and phase tech coming up as well. We're going to see some really aggressive phase tech positions coming out here from VB. They want to hold this map position. They want to hold the control of the map and assert themselves.
Yeah, there seem to be some little cat and mouse games going on at both Vent and in Reactor Core, but it doesn't look like they've been too successful so far. Well, actually now, well, let's see here. Warped versus Capsnip. Oh, nope, RT is not going to go down.
Yeah, and he probably should have stayed on that RT, although going to the Vent isn't a bad option either, because it ties up at least one of these Marines from pushing anywhere.
Meanwhile, they're pushing into comp labs.
Yeah, great res pressure here. Again, they're just hitting both these sides. Jimmy clearing the mines off the IPs in base. Possibly setting it up for a base rush later on, but VB just doing a really good job of lane blocking all the lanes. They're going to know exactly where these aliens are coming from. They don't need to do anything at the moment. They're sitting on 6 RTs to 1 alien RT. All they need to do is just sit back.
Still got that cat and mouse game in Reactor going on.
Yeah. There's a very annoying vent. On a lurk down.
Oh, we lost a lurk somewhere.
Complab.
Oh, I might have had that on the edge of my screen then. So yeah, if I caught that, I totally missed it when I was actually watching. So we'll see.
That's what the replay's for. Audi and Neza pushing into flight control now. Big pressure on this. Their only RT actually. Capsnip up his lurk. And that RT on 30%. No assist on it. they can just hold out a little bit longer here, that RT will go down, and their only RT will be in Crossroads. Armor 1 on the way. Shotties are up. Face
Oh,
tech
reactor
is up.
finally goes down. And they're immediately redropping to rebuild.
Wow, Lycurgus on the power in data core. There is no one around to react to this, but he's given it up. Why is he giving it up? He could have forced the beacon there, but unfortunately, he's conceded to go bite the resin ventilation. Phase gate now coming up in Comp Lab, a really nice phase tech position. This is exactly what you want to do. Deny the one of the alien natural res nodes. And here's the alien pack in ventilation. They may do a push now on data core. Visor needs to be careful. He needs to be able to get in position here. Shotguns are up though. That will help. And the mine's doing a great job of clearing up some of those skulks. Now Kerr working on Crevice, it looks like. So we're about 7 minutes in. We've seen 4 RTs go down on the Marine side versus 3 for the aliens. So Marine's doing a really good job with their pressure here. On Visor needs to be careful here. This Complab gate is a little bit vulnerable at the moment. Weapons 1 just completed. And the highest P-res value on the alien side is 33 at the moment, so we're nowhere near fades. We're about 8 minutes in, so those fades are going to come out very late. Another alien push into data core now. Lucas working on the arms lab at the back. Reap spitting down the phase gate? It's a little unusual, but they do force the beacon, so... Oh, and that gate in Crevice, 93%, so the beacon... They're not able to get that gate up in Crevice, so they have to walk all the way back there. And if they happen to go through Crossroads, there is a gorge tunnel with a whole heap of hydras, so... Good pressure there by Participation Award on the Marine start. Visor YOLOing into flight control there against 4 aliens, so he was never going to win that. Wow, big combat here in Crevice. Warped and Ko doing a really nice job of fending off these this alien pack with shotties. Capsnip having to withdraw there. And they will be looking to get another phase gate up in Crevice. Visor now putting pressure on in flight control again. He's doing a nice job of drawing at least some of the aliens away so that they can get this gate up in Crevice when they have enough res. Nezza on recap down the sub. Will encounter Lucas. Nice little cat and mouse here. And Nezza just coming out on top. But Jimmy coming in now. He probably won't get him down. So what would you do in this situation, Feather? What would you do as aliens? Do you go for a base rush? Do you try to clear one of these gates? What would you do?
Well, it would have been nice if they'd gone and taken down that crevice gate before it finally got up, which has just happened, I don't know, what, 15 seconds ago or so. They are taking down also reactor core. But they definitely have, Marines definitely have the advantage RT-wise on this.
Yeah. Yeah, the end's a little bit too split up, I think. Having one Skulk on res pressure right now would be great, and then the rest of them devoted to clearing one of these phase gates. It's these phase gates at the moment that are really helping Marines hold their res. And the Bermuda Triangle, yes. The Triangle of Doom. Both natural lanes are blocked by these phase gates. Capsnip needs to get out of here. He's got to be very careful. He's getting a 5%. He dies in the vent. Kerr taking him down. And suddenly, there were no higher life forms for aliens. We've got Lucas and Lycurgus going fade now, it looks like, actually. So we'll see if the fades can make any sort of difference here. Marines now getting armor 2 and grenades, it looks like. So they're sitting on weapons 2, armor 1 at the moment. Big push into Crossroads by the Marine team here. Lucas now trying to come in as fade. Kerr getting a nice meat on him. Warped coming to block him off, but unfortunately doesn't land the meat. So Lucas will survive and get back to flight. And these aliens, they need to do something while all these Marines are stuck in Crossroads. They need to clear Crossroads, clear one of these gates while they're all off gates, or even hit base.
It looks like they are going to go after the comp lab gate. But Outsider pops through. It looks like it is going to go down, so they cleared that one.
Yeah, good work there by Participation. But they will get the gate up in Crossroads now, so they will be able to leapfrog that gate into Comp Lab should they want to again. But this has opened up the lane for the aliens to start biting all this res down the bottom of the map. They need to get on that soon, otherwise this game's... Oh, it's already gotten away. Weapons 3 now started. And I want to see some grenades. I want to see some hand grenades. Because we hardly ever see them in comp games. So aliens will go down to 1 RT now with Crossroads going down. And it is looking pretty grim. Those weapons 3 shotties are just going to rip these fades once it comes up. Weapons 2 already doing a lot of damage. And nice work by the Marine Commander Scorpion putting down another CC. Oh, my Curtis died. Big hits there by the Marine team. Another CC is going down Crossroads as well, so if they do like a bar rush, which is coming up, Bile is coming up, so they do a bar rush on the Marine start, they're not going to win the game, because that second CC will save the Marines. And then aliens now on 0 RTs. Ouch. Reeves. Oh, you poor little gorge. Oh. Not much you can do in that situation. And here we go, the Marines now circling the hive like a pack of vultures. This surely will be GG.
They're just dropping chairs everywhere.
Oh, and Luke is going down his fade. No more life forms, and Skulk's dropping like flies here to these shotguns. So that will be round 2 going to VB.
We've got one guy over here in data going for the victory chair.
You go. Go, mate, go. And suiciding on the mine at the end. Very good. It's a VB 2-0. Well done. Hopefully we can see Participation do a bit of a comeback. I'd like to see that. This is a best of 5 for those who've just joined in the AusNS2 Draft Tournament Finals. And just getting the next map and side sorted out here.
Hey Lucas, heads or tails? If you win, you can choose the next map, or if you want to start aliens or marines first. It's tails.
This would be ordinarily a good time for me to refill my glass of water.
Or if you want to go aliens or marines first.
I hope someone picks Caged or Jambi, because that'd be awesome.
Just for something completely different.
Yeah. Oh, the suspense. So suspense. So VB just having a bit of a roundtable discussion now as to what to play or what map to choose. Such intense discussions.
Kind of wish I'd looked at the what time the round had ended. I'm having want to respond to chat, but I don't want to tell everyone the thing's over. I think it's probably caught up by now. Or close enough.
I would say so, yeah. Alright, guys in chat, hello. Who do you think is going to win the next round? Currently we have VB on 2-0.
And there's Bruno. Teams are stacked. Repick.
To level it out, just let us know in the chat box. I want to know. I want to know what you know. Okay, so the captain's gone for a toilet break and is unable to choose a map. Good times.
It wouldn't be NS2 without some sort of bizarre delay. Whether it be somebody's computer being resembling a potato or just people going off to go to the bathroom. Or servers imploding. Any of those.
All of them at the same time. That sounds like NS2. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Jambi. Jambi.
Well, this is going to be a round where I'm going to have the big map up a lot because I really don't know it that well. So I apologize to people that there's going to be the big map a lot.
Honestly though, like once you know this map, it's one of the most enjoyable maps I find like in this game at the moment, because every game is different. I find with Jambi, like there's no one strat that beats all.
Yeah, since it isn't in most servers' standard rotations, I think I've played on it about 4 times, and I've pretty much totally lost most of them. And it looks so different when you're not, watching it from spec view. When they're having some sort of competitive thing.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like you look at it from spec, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of know what this looks like and how it should play and that sort of
Then
stuff.
you get
But
down there,
in
it's like,
and-
what?
Yeah, there's like so many like vents that will go into different rooms that you didn't expect. And there's just a lot of sneaky hiding spots as well that you don't quite see from the top-down view, which makes this map really quite enjoyable.
Messing with my sound a little bit more because I'm still not quite happy with what it's been doing, but we'll see.
Mumble Gremlins.
Oh, it's not even
Always
mumble,
playing
it's
around
like
with this.
the game sounds different too.
Ah.
So I don't know what happened. Something weird had happened. You see, in the last couple days, I got a new headset and a new monitor, so everything is weird. I haven't worked out all the bugs yet. Oh yeah, the sound sounds a lot better now. I think it was routed through my speakers for some bizarre reason.
Excellent.
I have no idea what that did as far as the stream went. Hopefully OBS is smart and picked up the sound anyway, so it was okay for you guys, but it wasn't for me.
All right, so the 6-player participation mode just joining up now, so we should be getting on the way pretty soon. For those who don't know, AusNS2 is running a league for their season 2. So that's going to be happening around the 10th of February. It's starting up. So sign-up periods are open right now. They're open right up until the 9th of February. So any Aussie teams you want to get involved in the game, New Zealand teams as well, have also open to Southeast Asia. So Singapore, Korea, all those places, sign up to the league, guys. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have a lot of decent play happening as well. So this season's going to be a lot bigger than our first. So get in there, visit AusNS2.org, and just go to the league tab. And you can see all the information there on how to sign up and get involved. So we hope you see a few more Aussie teams and maybe some of the Korean teams as well sign up. Should be good.
It's just unfortunate the time zones exist because it's like there's all these teams that I know I haven't heard of, a bunch of players I haven't seen just because, well, it's like 3 a.m. here. You guys are playing. I mean, what time is it there? I don't even know.
It is 10 p.m. So 10 p.m.
Yeah, that's
Sunday.
almost reasonable.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Like, we've had a couple of Aussie teams play in like the NSL seasons in the past couple of seasons, and most of the games have to be played on Sundays and stuff like that because just the time zones are crazy. So you have to like be up at midday or like 9 a.m. just to play people in Europe or stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you get the even worse ping.
Yeah. So we're quite used to playing on American servers with Americans as well. A lot of the Reddit pugs and scrimming some of the American teams like Mimic and Titus and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's always nice to see new faces around and stuff like that as well. Maybe we can get some scrims happening with the Aussie teams and your new team. So
We definitely have a lot of kinks to work out as far as us getting organized, though. I think that's probably
all
one of
part
those
of the
things.
fun.
That's the first, probably competition or so is probably a good chunk of time where you have absolutely no clue what you're doing and trying to figure out how to actually get organized and who to listen to and all that shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's a tricky game. Like, it's definitely got a learning curve to it, especially with just like how much teamwork is required. Because usually, like in other games, I guess there's a degree of teamwork, but you don't necessarily.
Yeah, it's not to this level.
Yeah. So.
And taking that jump from just, being pubs that sort of cooperate to actually, working together and doing something efficiently and well is a whole different thing. And then coordinating,
Exactly.
not just you and maybe your friend, but you, your friend, and 4 other people who you may or may not know very well.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting, like in this draft tournament. So a lot of these players don't really know each other that well. So it's kind of been challenging for them to get together and play as like a new team, like fresh face basically. So I found it really enjoyable actually playing in that setting and getting to know different people and yeah, just trying to gel with other community clan members.
And I'd imagine it
It's
also
been
give
good.
you a different perspective on things too, because of course every team has their own way of working. Just like, I mean, you could take that from any game, whether it's a guild, a clan, or a team. Everything works differently, and getting a different
Yeah,
perspective will help you in the end.
exactly. And I guess there's no sort of one right strat, and everyone will do things differently, like drop buildings in different places, or you know, stand at different places for lane blocking and stuff like that. So it's good to be, I guess, doing stuff differently, so that when you go back to your comfortable environment, that you can think, well, maybe I should do this instead of what I've been doing, and you know, that'll be better.
Yeah, even if you do get lost because you don't know where the heck the comm drop, the arms lab, or the armory, or what have you.
Yeah.
Nothing is more disorienting than trying to figure out where the heck the armory is.
Yeah, you just spawn, you're like, where's the face guy? Why
That
isn't he
too,
in
that's
front
the
of
other really
me?
disorienting one.
Why
Looking
is he
for it
on
in
the
front
other
of the
side of the
command center,
room?
they put it behind.
Yeah. Alright, so looks like we've got 6 on both teams now, so we should be starting pretty soon. Philoggle has subbed in for Kerr on the Marine side, and it looks like the Alien side is pretty much the same, it looks like, I think. Maybe Perfect came in, I'm not sure if he played the last one. So VB... Marines first this time, so participation award, I can't say that, it's so hard to say, I'm just going to call them Part A. Part A electing to go Aliens first, so... So for those who don't know Jambi either, basically the alien spawns can either be pipeworks up the top or waste recycling, and Marines always start in a docking bay. So usually you'll see some early Marine aggression in either organ donation, oxygenation or bay wing, just because you want to stop them getting 4 or 5 nodes really quickly, which can kind of happen on this map if you let the aliens get those res nodes, get the whips up, get the crags up, etc. And here we go. So both teams ready up. 10 seconds to go on the clock, and we're taking bets. Who's gonna win? Alright, and the pipework start for Part A, and VB starting down and docking as usual. So a 5-man power build of the Armory. Fast second IP, so looks like mines and second IP, so playing it safe. 5-pack going down through X here, fanning out. Ooh. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to do the vent. No, they're all going to hang around trash. So this vent that Lucas is in right now goes straight behind the guys in repair. If they all crawl through it, yes, they're going to do it. Ooh, this is a base rush, people. I wonder if
Warp's gonna see him.
Wow. Oh no! Oh no, we're all waiting for it. It's... wow. But Jimmy and Perfect and Capsnet's still alive here. I wonder if Audi's gonna drop. He's gonna drop! Oh man, that's... yeah, it's... unfortunate. That's a really good vent to use to get to their base early like that. But now Neza holding organ donation. Really aggressive RT placement there. Denying them that res node. Jimmy now trying to work on this gate. Not gate. Res node in repair. Phil's going to duke it out with him. Probably take him down. And look at this, Drifter, sorry, in the pub. And they've gone shift first, so they will have enzyme. Good to see some different hive types. Rather than the ye old crag hive. But this they're going to go for a base rush, it looks like, through the pub. Outside is going to come back into docking, it looks like, as well. They're on the IP, mines are down. But Audi's going to clean up here. This IP may go down. Capsnip getting it down to 4%. 1% is down. And decent effort there by the alien side. Ooh, Jimmy hiding from Jimmy. Neza hiding from Jimmy there. Perfect getting a nice double bite on Neza though. Enzyme doing really nicely there to help him out. The leap of faith. Flogan now working on oxygenation with Warped coming in as well. Like Kyrgyz and Jimmy are going to have to defend this. Is their only res node besides the one base building. They have been shifting these res nodes around the map, and unfortunately Phil and Warped now unopposed. Alien team a little bit everywhere at the moment. They're not defending their res. They're kind of just waiting around. It looks like they may be trying to do another base push, but Lucas the only one biting res. And that RT will go down in Oxy. Not looking too good here for the aliens. Neza taking a double kill there, like Kyrgyz and Perfect going down in organ donation. Oh, you just got to feel for these aliens that failed rush at the beginning. Devastating.
They do definitely seem to be doing a lot of waiting around, though. They aren't chomping on res, they're just hanging out.
Yeah, so that looks like they're going gorge just in offload here. And they don't have bio bomb, so I'm assuming this is going to be a Hydra push into their base. Neza kind of has no, he's not going to go down. Oh no, don't heal it. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, and here it goes. Neza knows. There is no obs. Oh, there is one obs right in the corner there, sorry. Oh. Wow. Hydras are up. These gorges can survive. Wow. Jimmy going down to a mine there. Con is dead. Wow. All of a sudden these Hydras, they can get on these IPs. Oh, perfect. Going on the CC there. These gorges. How they're alive, I have no idea.
Oh, now they all just went belly up. Literally.
Literally. And VB will clear out. Now is the time to cap res, that is right, Zim. But unfortunately, all the res is capped already by the Marines. And it looks like... Nope, they're not going to bite that res. They may go for base push again. But VB, they have mines. They have plenty of P-res to buy those mines, and nothing is going to quite phase them at the moment, I suspect. Pfizer and Nez are now pushing up through offload. They're probably going to go poke in the hive a little bit. We've got 2 in waste. Marines are kind of out of position though. Outsiders electing to stay in base, so not quite sure what the aliens are doing. Phase gate going up in waste recycling, so denying that second tech point there with weapons 1 just completing. Weapons 2 on the way. So VB looking in a really strong position here. The aliens need to decide what they're going to do. They have no P-res because they spent it all on gorges and hydras. Not leaving them a lot of options.
It looks like in shipping there's still more waiting around, well, in that general vicinity. I mean, they haven't taken down much in the way of RTs, they're just waiting. There are a few odd engagements, some of which have been a little bit too late. Like up in waste recycling with the phase gate. If Perfect had gotten in there earlier, it might have meant more. Okay,
Yeah,
now they're
exactly.
finally on some RTs here.
Nope, they're good. They're going to leave Organ. They're going to leave it on 10%. Because they're going for another base push. Second CC is down, so any kind of push will be negated by that second CC. And another gorge push, yep. And this
Oh,
We've
scans!
probably seen this gorge push. Yep, they know it's coming, and surely this is going to be thwarted. Oh, man. Run away, Gorgies.
Run, little
away.
Gorgies, run!
Oh, this will be a gorge slaughter. Nice spitting though from these gorges. Warp's getting quite low there.
Meanwhile, we've got Philotral in the hive up in pipe. He's just having fun
Yep.
killing eggs and drifters. He's about to get
The
Visor
bombs-
in there too.
Yep, and all the gorges just died down in docking. And that is GG. VB take it 3-0 in the AusNS2 draft tournament final. So well done to VB. Oh, poor Gorgies. Alright, thank you folks for watching. That was the final. VB, or VAC band as they're known, took it 3-0 in a best of 5 for the finals. Thank you Feather Monster for casting with us. It's been very nice to have you on board, and hopefully if you're up this late in the future you might be able to help us out at our Season 2 cast.
Yeah, man, it was good.
Yeah, if there are some slightly earlier ones, that would of course be better, but by then it's like, of course you can get a good number of US people at that point, I would believe.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can work something out in the future. And yeah, so thanks folks. Thanks for watching. Head on over to AusNS2.org. All the Season 2 info will be there in the League tab up the top of the webpage. The League sign-ups will close, I believe, the 9th of February. So get in before it closes. Get your team together. Doesn't matter if you're just 6 people. Doesn't matter what skill level you are. The League is open to everyone. So get in there. Give it a go. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the battlefield. And yep, thanks folks. See you later.